Well, it's time for us to have a conversation on what's up and about. And I know has the story.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
Okay, I will try to summarize. I haven't listened to all of it, but I will try to summarize as much as I can. Yeah. So, okay, so there's this story we caught up on Instagram of this lady who's, you know, in a nutshell, she's she's saying that it's an abusive situation. It's a case of an abusive situation in her family where it's obvious that her father had been inflicting pains on the mother, like domestic violence, right? And in this case, she tried to wade in, and he threw, I think, an object, you know, at her, and she sort of missed it. And in the course of it, there was an altercation, and she also, for her, she describes it as a breaking point for her because she feels that, you know, he has been oppressing, the father now has been oppressing them in the family, oppressing the mother, oppressing the children, you know, being violent and being aggressive at them. And she felt that this was a time or a moment for her to, you know, reciprocate or attack or address it, but in the same like manner. Do you understand? And things just sort of got out of hand because she also expected that her mother was supposed to, you know, defend the children, that's defend her for standing up to her husband. But apparently the mom was trying to placate and cajole and, you know, sort of subtly, you know, address it with the father, you know, in a more, oh, honey, don't be angry, calm down.
The
you
father
know,
that was oppressing her?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think there's a question she's asking about, you know, so it actually posed the question, who would you choose as a wife and as a mother between your children and your husband?
Okay.
This sort of situation.
So in this, be it this situation or whatever situation, I've come across that question several times, and I always have the same answer. The truth is, you have to learn as an individual to compartmentalize. Everybody should have their space and their place in your heart and in your thoughts. This is the space for your partner. This is the space for your children. This is the space for your siblings. This is the space for your parents. None of them should go over the other. You need to treat everyone as well as you can. When questions like this arise, I honestly believe that somebody hasn't been doing their job of compartmentalizing well. Because if your children are having issues with your husband, it is not in your place to force them to accept what they don't want to.
That is their father, by the way.
That is their father, yes. But it is not in your place to force them. Everybody will grow up. Everybody will better understand things. And in an abusive situation like this, the mother herself needs help because there are so many women who are so into this. They want to go to parties or go to anywhere, family gatherings and all, and be able to proudly say, my husband is fine. You know, I'm still married, despite whatever it is they are going through. And that's fine. It's a matter of choice. Nobody has anything against it. But when it comes to your children, you are causing them a lot of trauma by not shielding them. How do you shield them? Speaking to them, making them better understand the situation while you're making your choices and not necessarily forcing your choices on them, which is what she's trying to do. Oh, he's your dad no matter what. The girl is not even a baby. She's a grown woman. So you need to know how to have your relationship with your children, even if they are not necessarily getting along with their dad.
I don't even know where this is happening, but you see, I have and I preach a zero tolerance for violence.
Of course.
Zero tolerance.
Of course.
I mean zero. Someone said, oh, it starts from shouting. When someone shouts, the person will definitely... For me, I mean, people could raise their voices when they get angry. But then when it gets to the parts where somebody starts getting physical or throw, especially when you start throwing things. Maybe I've seen too much of Final Destination or something. I've seen too many accidental, oh, I just wanted to go to that and then
it's over.
That's it. It might not be intentional. In fact, most of the time it's not intentional. It might sometimes just a reaction to
it's out of anger now.
Your outburst or anything, and you just fling something and whoa, that's why you fling person eye come out. Or you fling something. No. And in those kind of cases, maybe the people involved don't even know that they need help. Because there's a trailer I think it was Winfrey sent it to me this morning. It was a movie of a bestseller of a woman who was definitely. I think the question is, how do I decide? Do I hold on or do I go back? And from the trailer, it seems like this woman was going through domestic violence. Maybe the guy was beating her, but maybe she loved this guy, and you know.
Are you sure that's not Divorce in the Black?
I don't know. I don't know.
It should be the Tyler Perry movie.
No, not Tyler Perry. I don't know why I'm not a Tyler Perry.
It's a black movie, right? It's a movie about black
not,
people. Okay.
Not. That one is there. But yeah, but you see, domestic violence, if you know somebody around there, if it's in Nigeria, there's the LSD, VRT.
DSVRT, domestic sexual violence.
So yeah, the L there in front is because of, I'm talking about
Lagos State, yeah.
So get involved, get somebody out there. The number is 0800 and 3 to the end, you know. So just get somebody out there, please. Domestic violence 0 to 100.
Yeah, and no matter the relationship you have with your husband or your children may have with their father, please learn to at least be the mediator.